Hey, Abe Safa here with Real Estate Sales Solutions. Just giving you another quick tip today. Today we're going to talk about, how nervous are you on the phone when you make an outbound call? How anxious are you? How quickly does the phone call seem to just kind of go by and you're all rattled and nervous and kind of just getting through it? So I always like to equate things to sports. I love sports. Played basketball growing up and I've always been into sports. And you always hear stories about some of the greatest athletes and basketball players, football players, that they're kind of in a zone, or tennis players, and the game just goes much slower for them. Not that they play slower, right? They're playing at an incredibly fast pace, but everything seems to be moving slower. How does a baseball player hit a fastball at 100 miles an hour when the normal person can't? So they just see the game coming at them much slower at a much slower pace. I look at prospecting not much different than that, right? Obviously, it's not physical, right? But I see so many agents when they're on the phone, they're just nervous and rattled, and they're just kind of like words are just coming out of their mouth, and there's no feel for what's around them. So I invite you to look at it in a different way. Try to slow things down a little bit more. Listen to not only what they're saying, listen to their breathing. Listen to their pauses in between what they say. Listen at their voice inflection, whether it goes higher or lower. Listen to their rate of speech, whether it's going faster or slower. All these things give you a lot of information. So when you're face to face with a person, you've got the advantage of seeing their body language. When you're on the phone, you take away the body language, which is a major part of communication. So in order to make up for that, you have to look at the different tonalities, the different inflections within the voice, the breathing, and all those things. That'll help you get more comfortable and get a better feel of how the conversation is going, and just really slow it down. At the end of the day, look at it as if they're just another human being and you're a human being having a conversation. You don't treat them like you would call a friend, and that's what the problem is. So if you start talking to the leads, start talking to the prospects as if you were just picking up a phone and talking to a friend in that real calm voice, you're going to see that you're going to start getting much better results than that real fast, panicky prospector telemarketer voice that you're just trying to sell something. There's two completely different demeanors. So I invite you to really take a look at your demeanor and making these calls. Kind of calm down a little bit, just be a little bit cooler, and pretend like you're just picking up the phone and calling a friend, and then listen for all those things that you can get on the phone as far as tonality, voice inflection, breathing, and things like that to help you determine how the conversation is going. Try that. Hopefully it makes you more comfortable in making phone calls. And then once that happens, you're going to start getting much better results.